Yeah, we're good at the mango. Just go the check. He ate a psycho.
That he is a doctor
who helps us dogs at a rescue center. Fantastic.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to what was formerly known as the CU Show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your overpowered MC, Uchenna.
And I am Super Saiyan. Been corrected. So, here we are. Super Saiyan, please.
Yes, and this is Our Isekai.
So, our Isekai, we just talk about, well, the word Isekai just means world. And we're talking about our world from our interests and what we think, our point of views, from things we like anime to Reddit, and currently TikTok, because that's a hot topic for us.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Indeed. So hopefully you guys enjoy it as well, and you also find it interesting, because that's obviously the point of doing this. Mm-hmm. If you think that there are any things that we should discuss,
let us know.
Let us know. And we will love to. So, because our name is Isekai, like Our Isekai, so we've decided, actually, Faith chose, and I said yes, because I'm very passionate
about Isekai. She really is. Because the way we view Isekai is very different. Like, if you were here the day we were planning this podcast, we actually had a whole debate on Goblin Slayer.
Because it was an Isekai. I said, I don't remember that, but it is an Isekai.
Yeah, because we then have to define the word Isekai, like the definition of Isekai for us to be on par.
And I disagreed with whatever I found on the internet. I'm just going to say that much. There isn't really a clear, in my opinion, definition, and I feel like there should be. So what I think we were kind of talking about what our main intro into Isekai is, and I was like, I'm talking Log Horizon, Sword Art Online, I'm talking Overlord, I'm talking Isekai quartets that Crunchyroll used to do. Yeah. Like ReZero, that's Isekai.
I love ReZero.
Look at that. Yeah. So that was kind of when I got into Isekai.
See, I have watched ReZero, and I also have watched Goblin Slayer. I also watched what's that one called? What's that one where he goes into a new world and he has a save point? Is that ReZero still?
He has a save point?
Like when he dies, he goes to the last save point. I think that is still ReZero.
I think that is ReZero.
Okay. Danmachi, how he deals in a dungeon. So those are my intros into the Isekai world. And most of these Isekais are adventuresque. And I'm not really into that. There's some animes that I do watch that adventure, but for Isekais, I was just like shonen
isn't really her thing, I'd say.
No, but currently, if you want to know something interesting, I'm a baby One Piece-er.
Yes, she is. I have adopted her into our fan club.
Yeah, so my baby One Piece-er. So if you hear me talk about One Piece regularly, it's because we're
currently watching it.
Going through the
motions. Now we've got 6 months. You've got 6 months to catch up. So now we have to catch up, because I'm behind by one arc anime, and I'm pretty up to date with the manga, to be honest. But we shall. Oh, that feels good.
I'm happy for you.
I know, thank you. It's kind of ticklish and it hurts at the same time. It's great. What was I talking about?
One Piece,
Luffy. Oh yeah, I kind of almost spoiled Sabo for her as well, and I was like, ooh. But yeah, I'm gonna stop doing that.
But I like spoilers though. Not many people like spoilers, but I enjoy spoilers.
And I don't know why.
It gives me something to look forward to, because sometimes I get bored. Not bored, because the current place I am, it's a filler arc, but it's not a filler arc that's I can just take out.
So you finished Alabasta, haven't you?
I finished Alabasta, so they're traveling to the next place. So they're doing their bonding period.
Skypiea?
Yeah.
Oh, and then you're at the parrot with the direction north, south.
I haven't got there yet.
Oh, okay.
But they're currently doing the bonding period with Robin. And I get the points of it, but it's just
oh my god! And she asked me when we were gonna get the backstory for Robin, and I was like, after Skypiea, after Water 7,
and that's
going down. I said it's going down. The world government. Ooh. That was a moment. I'm going to tell you right now. That was a moment. That was a huge, for me anyway, that was a defining moment. I said, yeah, this is it. This is the anime. This it's me and you forever. Till infinity and beyond. I said it's me and you. Because it was so like it was so awesome, so inspiring. And like throughout I think like every 3 arcs or so you have these insane moments where it just your head just kind of swells, right? And you just fall in love with the animation, with the anime again. And it's just great. Because after that we have Gecko Moriar's arc, where like, oof, my baby boy Zoro. The end of that arc is so funny, so wacky.
Why is that?
Because like it just is. I can't like explain it properly without like going into like proper details. Like it's got to do with his powers and the powers on the people on the island and stuff. Like it's quite deep, but it's very funny. But then something happens at the end, right? And then they go somewhere, and then something else happens as well, and it's like it hits you it's like a double whammy. It's wild. And then literally right after, it's a triple whammy, actually, because right after that, they got their ass beat, right? And then after that, they get their ass beat. And then after that, Luffy gets his ass beat. Oh!
How would I want to go through that then?
Uh-huh.
Why would I want to go through that?
But it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. There's like a war and everything. It's great.
I love wars. Yeah. In anime.
Yes, in anime. But anyway, back to Isekai.
Yeah,
rounding back
to Isekai. So those were my introductions. Like they were mainly adventurous, and I didn't really get back into them. Like I watched, I think season 2 of Re:Zero, but I didn't follow up with Danmachi or Goblin Slayer. Like that was like my stopping point. But recently, I have gotten into like romance-esque isekais. So the one I'm really currently watching is, let me just load up my Crunchyroll so I can see what I'm watching now.
In my head right now. Domingo.
Fantastic.
What the fuck, SNL? It's just such a hit. And I don't know if I could say this, but there's a skit they did about motherfuckers.
Oh.
What?
Did they?
Yeah. It's so fucked up. It's so funny. I think if they did that today, they would 100% be cancelled.
Really?
Absolutely. Like, cancelled. But, it was back in 2000 and... I want to say 8.
It's kind of long.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Dun, 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 dun. So, I am currently watching... where is it? I'll Become Villainess That Goes Down in History.
Yeah.
And that is so fun to watch. But I'm so sad it's a weekly episode. And this is what stopped me from watching anime for the longest time going. Because I don't like watching anime on a weekly basis. I love just going through it, binging it, going through the motions there and then. But this, it keeps me on my toes. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it keeps me excited, but it also pisses me off.
Like, it keeps you coming back.
It really does. And the other day, I was so upset that I couldn't follow up. I had to buy the webtoon to watch it. No. You didn't understand. I said, I want more of this. So I went to purchase a webtoon, which I have not done in a long time. Like, most of the time, webtoons I read are free to read as it stands. But this one, I had to buy it. I had to own it.
Yeah.
I had to.
It happened with Solo Leveling with me. Like, I knew it was coming out as an anime, but I was like, I'm going to leave it and not read the webtoon because I just want the anime experience. But I watched one episode and I said no. I said, don't play with me. By the next week, I caught up. I'd finished the whole thing. I was like, yeah. And now I think I've only watched like 3 episodes of the anime.
Like, I think we need to like have an in between, not like a Netflix sort of thing. Like, you give it like the first 10 episodes, and so whilst I'm waiting for the next one, so I could be catching up in the manga. Not to the point that I've finished my manga, but enough to be like, keep me tantalized.
Yeah,
keep
exactly.
me coming back.
I agree. I completely agree. I think like maybe we need to have like 2 episodes a week, but then the animators themselves, they're so overworked.
No,
it's definitely not a good idea. I laugh, but that was sarcasm.
But I guess that's a good thing that One Piece does have the hiatus, because that means it gives them time to grow.
Time to also make the animation a lot better, because it's been a bit lately.
Really?
It's not been great. Oh my god, speaking of animations, have you heard about Blue Lock?
I've heard it going for the worst anime. I heard it so much the other day. It was even to the point people were like, what's the thing called? The one you don't like.
The one I don't like.
The anime you don't like. The one that Faith doesn't like, with the big boobs and stuff like that.
So many animes have big boobs. You got to narrow that shit down.
What's it called?
My Hero?
No, My Hero. The one with the old man that looks like a boy.
Seven Deadly Sins.
Yes. As well, TikTok that said Seven Deadly Sins handed over the trophies for the worst anime.
Yeah. Season 1, 2 of Seven Deadly Sins.
I thought they were good.
Great.
I thought the storyline was good.
I don't know what the fuck happened with season 3. Is this a cussing podcast?
You already swore already.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll bleep it out. I don't know what they thought they were doing with that season, and also it's so like the powering thing with it was just so obvious. Like there's certain animes, right, that you'd watch and like someone who was like the main villain would all of a sudden become so weak because like there's a newer, badder villain, right? But they make them so weak. They did the same with Gil Thunder. They did that with Esther. Oh, you see the word that comes to my mind is Esther Rosa, but that's not the right word.
No, there's Gil Thunder.
There is Gil Thunder, but there's another one, a guy with like an armor. They made him so overpowered. I forget his name.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah,
I'll put a picture up somewhere. If I can remember. But yeah, and then they made him so weak after, and like the storyline just kept going in some kind of weird way. I said they should have stopped at I think they should have carried on with the Merlin thing. That was so interesting, and they foreshadowed that until I said, "No, I'm not interested anymore. You can go fuck yourselves."
Wow.
No, I was very upset that season 2 wasn't about the whole. I mean, it was, wasn't it? It was, wasn't it? It was.
It's the Merlin.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, it was the Merlin thing, wasn't it? I'm 2 tequila shots gone, so I don't think that was a good idea.
It was your idea.
Yes, it was, and I'm lit. But I feel like okay. Anyway, so going back to Isekai.
So, what do you love the most about Isekai? Because you actually watch them more than I do.
I think it's like the complete, depending on what Isekai it is, it's the complete like mind numbingness about it. Like it's basically they're all pretty much the same storyline, right? Someone from real life goes into another world. They have all this information, and it's the same thing but kind of slightly different. So like, I can watch it while I'm doing something. I can watch it when I'm like partly asleep. I can watch it when I'm slightly tipsy. I can watch it and follow it quite easily. Like it's a watch that you can just keep watching over and over again. And it's like one of those. It's like my books that I read, right? Where it's romance. It's pretty much the same thing. Girl meets guy. They fall in love. Everything's going well. Oops, something happens, and then redemption arc and forever after. Does that make sense? There's a method to it. It's the same. It's routine. So I think that's probably why I like it. It's also they tend to be quite different. Like there could be ones like Goblin Slayer, like Log Horizon, that are slightly different, right? That are actually so good. Like for example, I'd say Overlord is one that I've been following for quite a while, and it's been good, and it's, in my opinion, stayed quite well. There's still a lot of fan service, and I feel like it's getting worse, and I need to watch it to make sure like they didn't cross the. I mean, they've crossed the line already, if I'm being honest. But like it shouldn't be too much. But Overwatch is good. Log Horizon, it's a shame that they didn't really get the chance to really explore that properly. Sword Art Online, stop now. It's okay.
That's what I like to give us our favorite character. Character in different fonts.
I saw that. That was so funny. But isekais are great. I just for example, Slime. Slime is good.
I've always watched that.
Yeah, I enjoy Slime a lot. There was one that they did that I watched recently about. Oh, I also really like the revenge ones. There's this one I'm currently watching about a failure.
Oh, fantastic.
Something failure. And he's gonna like max up his little shitty skills, and then he's gonna like defeat everyone. I think that's kind of the title. I'll put it somewhere.
You know the thing about isekais? It's so literal these days. Yeah. It's so literal about their names. Like the villainess that goes down in history. I already know what's going to happen. You're going to go down in history.
It's called Failure Frame. I became the strongest and alienated everything with low-level spells.
Fantastic.
I know.
I saw one similar to that, where a whole group of classmates got transported.
Yes, that's the one.
Is it really?
That's the one. And he is chasing revenge against the goddess that brought them there.
Yeah.
And he literally
has two spells that he has perfected. Is it three?
Three main spells, and he's gunning for that goddess. He's gonna get her. I'm looking forward to it because she's very mean.
They shunned him.
I don't want him to go through no redemption arc, yeah? We're not really, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, he's not going to become a better person. I need him to stay petty.
What, no character development?
No development. I need him to stay petty. And I need him to kick ass. Season 2, you need to come correct, yeah? I need you to come correct, season 2, because peak entertainment. However, slightly, Slime kind of disappointed me.
Why?
Just slightly. There wasn't anything oomph about the season, the most recent season. Like, he fought the holy thingy, what's her name? Hinata. Yeah. And then they had this whole ceremony, and then that was the end. And then I guess he found out, finally, that Yuki was the one who's against him and trying to plot to kind of, I don't know, his demise or whatever. But it was just missing that oomph that the other seasons had. Like, the end of the other season, he became a demon lord. And now he threw like a celebration and opened a dungeon. It's just kind of given a little bit.
You thought it was meh?
Yeah, meh. It was good. I enjoyed it because I feel like it's bringing new problems for them in the next season, and I'm hoping that the next season is like the crescendo, right? You get the fights and everything is like level up, level up, but like I need him to level up into like something else, like a higher demon lord or something or whatever. But yeah, I'm quite excited and I'm looking forward to that. What other like isekai, say for example, obviously the one that you're currently into is like super romance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So if you were to pick another isekai that you could watch, what would it be?
Another isekai that I could watch? Let me go through it.
We also wanted to watch Fairy Tail, by the way.
But we're going to watch Fairy Tail after.
From the beginning. But Crunchyroll doesn't have it. So Crunchyroll, Wagwan.
Rise of the Shield Hero. That was fantastic. No, I liked it.
No, for me, someone.
No. I love Rise of the Shield Hero.
I did like it.
Right?
And it was one of those ones that I just never went back to it.
See, that's the thing. Like, it's an adventure, isekai.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really into it, but from what I've seen,
it was enjoyable.
For what I've seen about the second season, I'm considering going back to it.
Very questionable with the old age thing, with the
very
the
much so.
And now for me, but. You know another isekai that I'm really, really liking? Really, really liking. Like, I really like it a lot, and I'm really looking forward to season 2. No Longer Allowed in Another World.
I haven't watched that one.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed. He is so sad. But, trigger warning, I would like to say, because it's very much all themed. And it kind of deals with suicide, so please bear in mind. So in the world that he goes to, right, they transport people who want to off themselves into their worlds to become heroes. And a lot of them have like really fucked up mindsets, really. And like insane mindsets. So when they come into the new one and they're told that they're heroes and they start acting really wayward and they start acting really weird. So, he's now come in and his powers are not like his powers are literally death. yeah. And he's just come in and it's just like nonchalant with everything and like he's a writer. He was a writer in his own world, right? And he tried to off himself with a partner. So he decides to stay in that world because he's thinking that his partner's going to be in that world. So at the end of the season, he does eventually meet her, but he doesn't stay with her for whatever reasons. And it seems like they're kind of like arch enemies based off of like they're on opposite sides, really. So I'm really looking forward to season 2 and how that's going to really play out. Now that one, I don't mind him having a character development, right? Because he needs one, in my opinion. More wine, anybody? If you're watching, I just had plum wine, and I want more.
It's our favorite dessert wine, honestly and truly. What, between the port and the plum wine? Which do you prefer?
I like them for different reasons.
I prefer the plum wine to the port.
The plum wine is definitely sweeter, but port has a bit more depth.
I hear that.
I'd say they're about equal for different things. But sherry's disgusting. Okay. Isekai. Did you know? Slight detour. There's a new Dragon Ball, and it's called Dragon Ball Daima.
I've heard. Not want to watch it.
No, neither am I. I could watch it eventually.
I hear it
because this is Goku. Like, this is Dragon Ball. Like, while he's still young, from what I see. So it does look interesting. You know what? I'm going to.
Are you gonna watch Dragon Ball? Well, you said it. That's also where your mindset was going.
No. This is what I wanted to do.
Oh no, I tried that already.
Oh, it doesn't work?
No. I thought it would give me the series.
Oh, this one's a good one. Actually, yeah. Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. That's a really good one. He's also another revenge one. I love the revenge ones.
Of course you do.
He's ugly. So when he was reincarnated into...
How unfortunate.
So when he reincarnated into the new world by the goddess, she was like, don't want you, outcast. And he was like, I'm gonna get revenge. And so, like, she then brings her in heroes, and like, it's a whole journey. He's created this whole world. It's kind of on the same plane, but not, like, in his own, like, different plane. And like, another god in that universe kind of gave him powers. So yeah, it's really interesting. It is actually a good one. It's a good one. Oh, it's a Isekai Cheat Magician. I haven't seen that one, but I do want to. It looks kind of interesting because it didn't really attract me. I'm not gonna lie. But you know which other isekai? I don't actually know if it's an isekai. The food dungeon one.
Food dungeon?
Delicious in the Dungeon? Is that an isekai?
I think it is.
It is an isekai. Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward. I want to. Excuse me. I want to watch that. But I haven't got the chance yet. And apparently there's quite a lot of food isekais. Speaking of food animes, did anybody ever finish Shokugeki no Soma?
Food Wars.
Food Wars.
No, I think I stopped series 2.
I stopped when the girl's dad came and it was some weird, like, stuff that he'd put in her head type thing. I said, this is psychology. If I wanted that, I would watch Monster again. You know what I mean? No, thank you. I haven't been back since. I think I actually stopped at season 3 because in season 3 they were fighting the prefects or something like that.
Yes, they were.
Right. So yeah. I think that was kind of where I stopped. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And I didn't carry on after that because it was like too much. And there was too much like sexy stuff.
When they ate the food and they were in absolute enjoyment.
Really weird. Not weird, but like there's a line for me, and they were on that line and a little bit over. And I said I can't carry on
the whole thing.
Yeah, I was actually having a conversation with my sister the other day, and she was like, she was saying something about how the fan service in anime these days is just like so much, right? And I was like, what you mean?
It's always been like that.
Like, I don't know what you've been watching, but it's been like that.
It has.
Yeah. And I was watching an isekai, actually. It's something. I forget it. Maybe I have to go to my history to find it, right? It's what is it called? How do you go back to my watch list? I don't think I added it to my watch list, you know? Just please pardon me. Remonster. That's it. I did. Remonster. Very, very different. I reckon it should be 18 plus. Or at least like 16 plus. Because they talk about like, they insinuate having sex.
Oh.
And so they insinuate in a wink, wink, nudge, nudge type of way.
In your face.
Yes, it's very obvious. And like he also then has kids at the end.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I was like, am I actually watching? Am I seeing this? Like they'll do this thing where he would have sex with them and then they'll kind of pan up while they're doing it. And like while you can hear like the noises and stuff, they'll just pan up. But you can hear the sounds. And I'm like, okay. And then they say something like in the background because there's a narrator and he's saying like describing whatever and like doing the innuendos and stuff. And I'm just like, eh? I think the first time he had sex, it completely went over my head.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because I said surely not. It was a surely not. No. Not no. They wouldn't insinuate this way. It's so obvious. They just slept or something. And then I saw it again. I said,
they just slept or something with the noises in the background.
And it was a day. It wasn't DOS. It wasn't two people, is my point here.
Oh.
Yeah. I was very wow. I was very shocked by this particular anime. It's actually really good. Like the actual content of the anime itself is actually very good. It's funny, it's witty, the storyline is good, like good characters, good character development, weirdly enough. But that just shook me to my core. You can tell I love Isekai. I watch Isekai a lot. What other Isekai? I'm just going through my list to see what Isekais I've obviously Log Horizon, I've already mentioned that. I think that's pretty much it. There was the villainess one, but that's the issue with me and the things that I've watched, right? I don't tend to add them to my watch list. I actually tend to take them out of my watch list once I've seen them.
Why is that?
Because I've seen them.
What if you never revisit it?
I don't understand.
What if you enjoyed it so much you want to revisit it?
Then I'll remember it. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. But there is this one that I watched about a villainess as well. That was the one that I mixed up with your villainess.
Yes.
Yeah. She's been reincarnated. Seventh Loop something.
Yeah, it's on my watch list.
Yes. That was a good one. It's very similar to the one that you're watching as well. It's romance. It's really good. I actually quite enjoyed it. Okay, so let's talk about the anime. That's not like we're making it a conversation, but it's something that we've kind of noticed that I do. I don't tend to like romance animes, or I call them frou-frou anime. I've never seen, what's the name of that one you love so much? The magical girl one?
Magical girl.
To be honest, I've never seen any magical girl anime. I'll put it that way.
My childhood was magical girl anime, to be honest. And I love it for me.
Oh, what's the name of that one?
Sailor Moon?
Sailor Moon. Yeah, I've never seen Sailor Moon a day in my life.
I know you haven't.
I couldn't tell you shit. I've never seen Nana. I've never seen... Like, sometimes, like, I'm going through, like, an anime thing online and, like, there's so many women talking about these animes and I'm like...
Someone has a collaboration, which I'm very happy about. It's...
Solo Leveling?
No, Sailor Moon.
Oh, Sailor Moon. With who?
Let me get back to you. I don't want to say the wrong brand, but I know
that's fine. What was I saying?
And you've never seen an episode of it.
Right, of Nana. I have, however...
Really?
I've watched Vampire Night.
You haven't watched Nana?
I've never seen Nana.
I think you'd like Nana.
You think? Is it like Skip Beat? I've watched Skip Beat.
No, it's not like Skip Beat, but I think it's one that you wouldn't enjoy. Like, it's not cute. It's not
cutesy?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
I've also watched one BL anime in my entire life.
Which one was that one?
I can't tell you. I don't know the name. I was... R.I.P. Kiss Anime. This was years ago. And it was on there and I just kind of watched it and it was interesting. It was actually quite explicit. I reckon it was 18 plus.
Jimmy Choo.
Oh, with Sailor Moon and Jimmy Choo?
Yes. I said they're expensive because they are literally expensive.
What the fuck? Well, what price are we talking about here?
1,850.
1,000 what?
850.
Please tell me it's in dollars.
No. It's in pounds. British pounds.
Sailor Moon.
Jimmy Choo collab.
Is it good?
I think they're cute.
No, it's not this bag.
No, it's a boots.
Oh, okay.
Let me go to them. So
I'm not buying this for 1,300.
The bag?
Not that small one. Okay, I like the boots. I could get the boots. Okay, okay. The Luna mini bag is cute. I like that.
The ones you should be looking at as these ones. That one. The black one. Girl.
I like this pink one.
The Sailor Moon, the black one, the black bow with a red bow.
At the back,
yeah. Oh, it's giving the girls what the girls want. By that, I mean it's giving me what I want.
Oh, that's a nice bow.
So yeah, Jimmy Choo and Sailor Moon have a collab and the girlies love it. Including me, I love it.
You know what I find interesting these days is the voice that anime is having these days. And I feel like this is a conversation obviously a lot of people have had already, but there's quite the re-insurgent. Is it re-insurgent?
I think it's re-insurgent. Like it's re-insurgent. Back in cycle of popularity. So
yeah, I'm loving it. And like I think because I'm liking a lot more anime stuff on my For You page as well on TikTok, so I'm seeing a lot more of it these days. I saw a BL1 and I said, I'm not liking it. I'm not gonna like this. I don't want to keep seeing this on my phone. Like, why do I know? Like, no. I said, I know why this is coming on my page. I said to myself,
I know who's
done this to my For You page. I know who has done this, and I'm not going to call you out. I'm just going to send you this little clip of me mentioning this, and you know yourself.
I'm surprised it's not mine yet.
Because I said, I even saw one about the Omega Verse. I said, I know who this is.
It's not me. Oh wow!
I know who this is. Like, it's so interesting though, like how other people's like interests and likes kind of affects your For You page as well.
Oh, we're friends.
Yeah, surely you like the same thing. I said, duck my like back to the sender. I am not engaging.
Oh my goodness! But I'm recently got into like a different side of TikTok, Zed TikTok, the one I sent you this morning.
Zed,
yes, Zambian TikTok.
Oh,
I loved it. Oh, we're scandalous.
No, I'm laughing at the fact that you think you're the main Zed.
No, it's actually that's how we abbreviate. It's called Zed. Like we call ourselves Zed people. Like Zed. No, if you actually type in Zed TikTok.
What are the Zimze saying about this?
The Zims just call them Zims.
Ah, so they have their own Zed.
Yeah.
Oh.
We call ourselves Zed. So it's Zed TikTok.
But okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. It's just,
you're not Zambian. You can't tell me what we call ourselves. Thank you.
I say nothing.
Exactly. So the Zims have their TikTok and we have our TikTok.
Yes,
and
they do.
Yes.
I am deep into Zim TikTok. Oh. And it's the same person's fault. It's the same person that's done this to my For You page. However, I like this one. I don't understand what they're saying, but it's always funny. It's always funny. And because of that, I found myself on South African TikTok. I said, yeah, baby, I belong.
Yeah, South African TikTok is fun.
Let me stay here. I said, I want to be here. I want to be here. This is where I am meant to be. I'm nodding and they're speaking. I said yes. I don't understand, but yes. Give me more. In fact, I got to the point where I started seeing the reality shows. I said, do I have to start watching this?
The news talk shows. I was like, he was talking about the traffic. I was like, yeah. This is where I was meant to be. This is where my dream is coming from.
I haven't been mistaken as a South African 5 times in my lifetime for me to not be on this For You, for this to not be on my For You page.
5 times?
Yeah, multiple times.
What about you, South African?
I don't know. I honestly, I have no clue. I don't think I look South African.
I don't think you do, to be honest.
Exactly. I look like where I'm from, in my opinion.
You do.
But I get a lot of like Zim or South African sometimes. I think I tend to also get it from the same people who say I look like our BL friend.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think because of some of the similarities that we have, like face-wise. That's probably why.
It might be your body shape as well, because Zim people have a particular body shape.
Oh.
Yeah, because Zim people, like, your colleague was like, hey.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I don't have that body shape. Our friend has that body shape, and my colleague has that body shape. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
Zim people typically have that body shape,
but I don't.
Okay.
So honestly, when people say that I look like I'm from like somewhere in the south, I'm like, really? We're not seeing the same thing, mate. But yeah, I'm very sorry about me like dipping in and out when it comes to like my voice. That's because my mic isn't close to me. But yeah, that's something we're gonna have to.
You want to move?
No. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay. Change at some point, but. Okay. Back to Isekai. To kind of round things up, right?
Of course.
I think that what Isekai has done to the anime industry, is that the right term?
Yeah, industry.
It's been good. But I think they're taking the piss now.
What do you mean?
It's like 1 in 3 animes in Isekai these days.
What, because it's the very same thing?
Yeah. So I'm like... reduce it.
But
relax.
I would argue that because they're doing a lot of the same thing, like you can fall in love with a story.
With it. This is true, yeah. Because they are very diverse. Like it's not like it's same, but like it's not.
Like an asterisk.
Yeah. Speaking of asterisks, there was an anime called Asterix War. I wonder whatever happened to that. I think there's only been like 2 seasons of that.
Really?
Yeah, that's a shame. I never finished season 2 as well.
It got boring. You never finished animes or seasons, to be honest. So
what do you mean?
The evidence would show that you.
I don't know what you mean. What evidence?
Like your watch list.
Okay, we're gonna go to my watch list, and you're gonna tell me which anime I haven't finished because you see.
Okay,
you not the same
anime,
stuff that you
series Uchenna.
I know.
Honestly,
that's not what you said. That's not what you said.
No.
That is not what you said. That is not what you said.
Because sometimes it take you like a good 6 months, not even 3 months, 6 months. You'll be like, you have 2 episodes left, and you refuse to watch the last 2 episodes because it'll bring you sadness to see it finish.
I still haven't seen the last 2 episodes of the most recent season of Archer.
I know. And it will take for the new season to come through before you even finish that episode.
But I still finish it.
A whole 6 months down the line. Sometimes not even 6 months.
I have attachment issues. I'm sorry. There's a lot of us.
Is there?
Okay, here's the thing. I still haven't finished Vampire Diaries.
No, that's years. Giving you that's 9 months. Yes? No. We need to stop this.
Let me tell you why.
We need to stop this.
I was talking to you about this earlier on as well, like a few months ago, I think.
What?
There are, with series, right, there gets to a point. What I'd like to call it the fuck you point. Yeah? Where the writers go, fuck you to the watchers. I'm going to do what I want to do. And they lose the fucking plot. I will tell you, Vampire Diaries, they lost the plot. The originals, they lost the fucking plot after season 1. I said, fuck, no. You're not going to play with me. Vampire Diaries lost the plot after season 4. I watched season 5. I said, what have you done to my girl Cat? Is it Cat?
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Bonnie, anyway. I said, I'm not watching this. You do. Actually, one thing that I have finished watching. What's the name of that? What's the other vampire show?
True Blood.
I finished 10 Toes I Stand. I finished watching that. Guess why? Because they lost the plot at the last season.
Was that a compliment?
Well, they said they've lost the plot. They knew they had lost the plot. So they finished the freaking thing, yeah? They lost the plot right there. The season 2 with the whole, the weirds. When it got to the fairy bit, they kind of lost the plot. But I stayed with them. You know, they actually clawed me right back. I said, let me push through. And I pushed through and it got a lot better. But you see that last season? Actually, it was when they got to the fairy bit. I think that was like season 3. They started losing it a little bit. I don't know why they decided to do that. But anyway, I finished that one. I also finished... What did I finish? What series did I finish? It's got to be a fantasy series, but because the other ones don't count. Because I was going to say I finished The Office, but no. The Office is legendary. Of course I finished The Office. What other fantasy ones are there? True Blood. No, not True Blood. Teen Wolf. Oh, I'm obsessed with Dylan O'Brien. Not obsessed with Dylan O'Brien. I like Dylan O'Brien, the actor. However, I'm obsessed with Styles. Stilinski. Difference. Really like that character. Okay. He was like the best friend of the main character, but he was the main character. He had main character energy. Very funny, very witty. You've never seen that?
No.
You haven't seen Vampire Diaries either, have you?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Wow. That was like peak teenage. And on a Thursday evening, I have to go from like, what was thingy being shown on? I think it was MTV. Yeah, it was being shown on MTV, Teen Wolf. And then, what's the name of that one? True Blood was being shown on Fox. And then it was also NCIS as well around that time. Oh, peak television. Peak television. Fantastic. I used to come back from school like, I'll have to wait. I say patience. Anybody can have this stuff. Speaking of after school stuff, we kind of discovered that I'm more of a Nickelodeon girl and like you're more...
What?
Disney.
I used to watch both.
/ like Cartoon Network. Okay, but you never watched House of Anubis.
No, I
exactly.
didn't.
That I'm talking, that is like Nickelodeon.
So House of Anubis was where they went in school, they had magic powers, right? If that's the case, that's probably why I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Oh. Fair. Fair.
Yeah.
There was some Egyptian hoodoo, whatnot in that. Okay, no, that's fair. But you watch Victorious though.
Of course.
Yeah.
I watch iCarly.
I know. Someday.
Josh.
Gonna go. Wow. You didn't join in.
It's okay. She bought us a karaoke machine.
And feels so wonderful. No.
Zoe 101?
Oh, yeah. See, Zoe 101.
I watched all of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We had Sky TV growing up. So I watched all the shows, but there's some shows I couldn't watch.
Because of like magic and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fair. Speaking of magic, she didn't see Harry Potter until quite recently as well.
No, I was forced to by my friend because it's her favourite movie series.
Yeah.
And I still have... This is actually one I haven't finished the series of. I've got the last...
Film.
Last film.
The last one?
Yeah.
Really?
Because to me, the episodes now, the way I was watching them back to back as if they were series to me. So I kept saying, I'm on series 5. And they were like, series 5? And then, yeah, movie 5.
Curious you never watched like magic stuff, right? But you watched fantasy stuff. Wait.
What did I watch as fantasy stuff?
Like, no, I guess maybe anime-wise, right? Because you watched like Vampire Night and shit. And so like, they didn't have control of that, did they?
No, I don't think my parents were that... they didn't really care for anime.
Yeah.
Plus, if when I was watching anime, it would be on the computer or on the laptop. It wouldn't be on the main screen.
Main TV, yeah. So they wouldn't be there. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. I just watched whatever the fuck I wanted to watch, innit? I think people had more control over what I watched when I was a lot younger. So I think probably I'd say... When did I go to boarding school? The last time anyone really had like proper control of what I watched was probably when I was like 11.
Okay.
Yeah. Because after that, I discovered the internet and cafe shops. And I'd just be like, yeah, I went to see my friend, but no, I was at the internet cafe. Getting up to God knows what.
Watching anime when you should be revising, I hear.
I had like a Facebook page from quite early on as well. Yeah. But anyway, I don't think we've ever actually spoken about our intro into anime, have we? In general, I know we've kind of. I think we're way beyond the isekai conversation.
My intro into anime.
Yeah.
My intro into anime is very obscure because what I used to watch is very niche, like Special A.
Ooh la la, very niche.
Indeed.
One of a kind. Never been seen before.
If I could side high harder.
I bet you she's going to say something that 50 million people have already seen as well.
Special A? Tell me.
It sounds like something that special people watch. Okay, let's find out what Special A is.
That one. Doka, now can you keep my secret? What's the intro? Still remember it's this day.
And this is why she likes the slice of life and the romance.
The slice of life. I love the school dates anime. Honestly, they keep me captivated. What else did I watch? Kaichou wa Midsummer. I loved it so much. Kaichou wa Midsummer got me into manga, actually.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, I love Kaichou wa Midsummer.
I think it was one of those ones that I saw, but I was like, nah.
Yeah. Special A as well, the manga series.
It's good, yeah?
Yeah.
But
Shaman King, actually,
right.
The original Shaman King was so good. I went to watch the manga, to read the manga, and then I found out that anime, the last episode, the last 10 episodes, didn't all the manga. I was so upset. I was so upset. But then Netflix were like, no, we're going
to do it right.
Yeah, 20 years later.
They flopped.
20 years later, they redid it. And I was like, oh.
Well, did they cancel it? Or like, I don't know, what's going on with that?
I think they didn't get enough like viewership, so I think it stopped halfway through. But they were following the manga to like the script.
Okay.
Like they were like the storyline met really well. But yeah.
Did your stuff go off?
No, I'm still recording. You can't hear me no more?
Carry on. Sorry.
You can't hear me?
No, I was playing with the wires and
Okay. My first like anime crush came from Shaman King.
You don't say.
I do.
Who is it?
It's the twins. Like
wait, they're both they're twins. Which twin?
Zeke Asakura and Yo Asakura.
So both of them.
I said the twins.
Oh wow. Fucking little horn.
Said the twins. Okay.
I was going to like, let's Google which twin. I said there's two of them. Oh wow. Oh wow. Let's take it to Paris then. Let's take it to the Eiffel Tower. You don't get it. It's okay. I'm so sorry.
But before that, I think
that was way too much.
What's it called? Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And then there was also...
I am so unfortunately one of those people who don't think that that's an anime. I'm sorry. I can't see it as anime. You know what I mean? Like Digimon.
I love Digimon.
What's the one with the cards?
Beyblade. No, that's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Beyblade.
I love Beyblade. I used to actually own Beyblade, you know? Like, I own Beyblades. Like, we got to a point when me and my brother actually had, like, a Beyblade stadium. Like, we used to, like, duel and everything. It was...
Vanguard! That's the one.
No, I didn't watch that one. That's
Vanguard.
That's a bit to the side. We only want the classic Yu-Gi-Ohs here. Thank you very much. Honestly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was my... We used to even, like, own the cards. Like, we used to play...
Like, trade them as well.
We used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Together. Like, that was a pastime of ours. Like, if we were bored, Yu-Gi-Oh! We like... Bet.
What's the Pikachu one?
That's Pokemon.
That one too.
Pokemon?
No, I can't say that it's an anime. Like, yes, it's an anime, but, like, I can't...
Did you play it on a DS?
No. Oh, let me say I had a PS1.
We had an Xbox and a DS, though.
PlayStation is what I had. Thank you very much. And I played SpongeBob. I played Lara Croft. I played... In fact, unfortunately, I played FIFA. Wow. I played Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, you know, those types.
But playing Pokemon...
I didn't even know Switch.
Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, I didn't know Nintendo existed. I'm not going to lie to you.
But it got to a point, like, even my adult life, last year, I almost bought a DS. And I've missed it that much.
Wow.
Like, I was going to gift myself a DS. I miss it.
You should get the Nintendo Switch.
My brother has a Switch, though. I don't want the Switch. I want something I can carry in my bag.
Isn't that the Switch? The one with the little thing?
The Switch is like that. And you have to, like, it doesn't fold over like a DS does. I want to be fold my DS.
Oh, the one that, like, but they're not the same size.
They're not.
Actually, I think the DS is bulkier.
It's not. Because the Switch is wider. All my bags are small bags.
Like, didn't the DS used to have, like, a little thing that you got to put inside?
Like a disc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Switch doesn't.
Because the Switch connects to the TV.
The Switch has a screen.
It does. It does have a screen, but I can't carry it with me the way I can carry it again.
It's the size of like a phone, bro. With the two little things on the side. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's like this.
Uchenna, my brother has a Switch.
Olivia has a Switch. Oh, my niece and nephew. I'll play.
Maybe she has a small version, but the actual original Switch, it's not that small. The original Switch is about the same size as the Vocaster.
Yeah, these.
Those are only the handles.
No,
but
not the
actual
Look,
screen,
this is the screen. It's got the screen.
Yeah, that's the same size as the Vocaster.
So.
Those
Yeah, like the.
But then you could slide the controls onto the screen.
Yeah, and they fit fully. It's like the size of the hand.
That's the size of a Vocaster. And I'm saying my bags are literally
too small.
My bags are literally like evening bags.
Oh right, yeah, and like so the Nintendo DS is literally like a small book. Yeah. Don't get your knickers on a twist, innit?
Get your back straight then.
To be honest, I thought they were about the same size. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, the controls.
But then again, this is coming from someone who didn't know they existed when I was like 5. So even till today, I don't think I've ever seen one in real life.
I love them.
I tell a lie. I did just say that my niece and nephew had one.
Lie, your pants on fire.
Come on, bonnets. Come on, but I'm not even wearing pants. What I'm wearing. I'm not wearing trousers. I'm not wearing trousers.
So yeah, I love the DS so much. Like even last year, as a gift to myself, I was considering buying myself a Nintendo DS.
You can always tax it to the big man.
I'm considering it. My Christmas present.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. My first intro into anime. Rurouni Kenshi, and I used to call it Samurai X back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched that on channels, and I said, "Ooh la la!" If you're Nigerian, you know what I mean. That actually sounds very dismissive. So in Nigeria, we had a channel called Channels, like a TV channel called Channels, and on there was my first experience of watching Rurouni Kenshi, and I said, "Wow."
Did you watch Samurai Champloo?
Not on TV, no.
I watched it on TV. But
really?
Yeah. I watched it on Vic in my adult life. I watched it when I was 19.
Okay. So I watched Samurai Champloo 13, 14?
Cowboy Bebop?
13, 14?
Really?
Yeah.
I also watched that at 19 on Vic. Honestly, Vic is for classic anime.
It's good.
It's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever used Vic. Kiss anime.
R.I.P.
That was really rare because the thing with Kiss is you could like save stuff on there, and you had a long ass list. I watched 91 on there. I watched Bacano on there. I watched everything on there, bro. Everything.
You know, not that I hate PayPal Crunchyroll, but I also miss the diversity of Kiss anime.
Honestly,
because it's not just like the popular anime.
I wish like Kiss anime could get the rights to like everything, and if I had to pay £20 a month, I promise you I'd pay it.
It's just because they had such a wide range of anime compared to Crunchyroll.
Honestly, they had everything, and like everything was on.
And
there.
then they introduced Kiss manga. I was like,
and then they had Kiss cartoons, and I'm like, you telling me I can watch Powerpuff Girls?
No.
You're telling me I can watch Megas XLR?
I was living my best life on that website. You're telling me I can watch
Thunderbirds?
Honestly, living my best life on that website.
Honestly, Kiss everything.
Indeed.
I had Kiss everything. It was so good.
And it's just one login for everything as well.
Yeah. The convenience. Sorry, I'm just taking off my earrings because they're winding me up now.
But yeah, I wish Kiss Anime would revive itself from the deaths that it sadly had, so I can go back to my viewership. Because right now I have Webtoons, I have Shonen Jump, and then I have Crunchyroll, and it's just too much. You know, it's too much. I don't want to be going one place for my Webtoons, one place for my manga, and then one place for my anime, and then we have Netflix on top of this just for natural viewership.
And like, excuse me, I feel like the studios, they need to have a conversation with each other and come to a set amount that they can all choose to charge so that we can have everything. Yeah, I want to be spoiled for choice.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want it all. I want it all. Give it to me. Yesterday.
And I want one login.
Yes. Yes, one login for everything. Please. Did you hear about Cartoon Network? I found that
down.
Yeah. I found that recently. I was very upset. Jinx.
Have you seen the new Powerpuff Girl?
No, actually, no.
I don't think it should. It upset you.
Oh?
It upset me.
What do you mean?
The animation, the storyline, it's not giving Powerpuff Girl. It's giving... Oh, I don't want to say it's giving Gen Z, but it's giving like...
Oh, you did not just say that. Madame Gen Z herself. You are?
No.
I need you to claim it.
I'm not.
I need you to claim it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not part of them.
No to them? Brother, so rude.
You're rude.
I am what do we call ourselves again? A zillennial.
And I'm in that group too. It's literally 36 days between us.
Plus 1 year. Thank you very much.
And that still makes it count as part of the group. It literally stops at 98, and you don't want to give me that because I was born in the later months of the year.
It's literally like 1 month after, like, or 1 month before in my case, but I'm obviously just winding you up. No, I obviously you are a Zillennial. I think like the whole Zillennial thing is like from, I want to say 94 till, if I like max it out, to like 99.
Really? 99?
Yeah.
We're pushing that far back.
I'm choosing to. Do you want me to claw back a year?
I want you to explain before that we get to that part.
I just feel like the Gen Zers should just start from the new millennium, really.
So what would you call Gen Alpha? When do you say
Gen Alpha is now.
No, because we're now in beta.
Aren't they like the 2010 ones is?
I was about to ask our favourite person, Alexa, but apparently she's in...
Cameras?
On...
Action.
So Gen Beta starts on 2025, so next year.
Oh, so they haven't even started.
So
and when does Alpha start?
When Alpha starts?
I was going to say 2010 or something. But that might not be... Or 12?
2010 was Alpha.
It's 2010? Oh, okay. So 2010. Gen Alpha. Oh, wow. So your kids are going to be Gen Beta, aren't they?
Gen Beta?
Because like it lasts for what, 10 years now?
10, 15, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 10, 15, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to be betas.
Love that.
What?
I don't want a child to be called a beta.
No, they're going to be... Okay, I don't mean it in that way. I mean, they're going to be Gen Beta. That's what I mean. Excuse me. Gen Beta.
Excuse you are.
Thank you. So generous.
What were you talking about?
I don't remember.
Fantastic.
We've had a whole break. We've talked about isekais. We were talking about animes. Oh, what got us into anime? That was kind of the detour that we took. Or the main anime, and I mentioned Samurai X, and then we kind of started talking about kids cartoon, and then we kind of just ventured into Powerpuff Girls somehow, and then we were talking about TikTok. But anyway, right back to Samurai X, which was my intro into it. From that, I think in like 2008, like maybe let's go further back, 2006, I was introduced, 6, 7, I was introduced to Naruto.
I love Naruto.
And then I actually started watching Naruto properly in 2008. And then I had my Bleach intro.
Okay.
So between like 2000.
Well?
Wait. My intro was the anime. It was once the anime ended, I said, this can't be the end. What do you mean this is the end? So I then went to watch the manga for Bleach, to read the manga for Bleach. But what happened? So right, between 2008 and 2010, I watched Ranma. I watched Bleach. I started Fairy Tail.
I like Fairy Tail.
Was it Fairy? Yeah, I think Fairy Tail. What else was within that period? There's one other anime as well, a really big one. It's not Black Lagoon. It's one of those weird ones.
Parasite?
No. Parasite was 2012.
You have timestamps.
I kind of remember where I was in life.
Wow.
It was like, was I in college? Was I in uni? Was I working? Psychopaths was just before uni. So I was in college during Psychopaths. So that was like 2000.
Context. During uni times, we used to exchange anime recommendations. And the Psychopaths was her recommendation to me. It was a very bonding moment for us.
See, that year, that period.
That was a great bonding period for us, I think.
It really was.
I think it did as well.
That really and Attack on Titan.
See, we have a thing with Attack on Titan. We love the anime,
Very much.
but I'm not going back to it.
No.
One day, when I'm bored enough, I might consider it, but it'll take me going away from everything I love to consider it.
No. I pretty much know what happened.
I know what happens too, but I want to see it with my own eyes.
Nah, don't want to.
Like, eventually, I'll be like, cool. I think what stopped me is the same issue I'm currently having right now with Isekais. Like, the in-between period.
Yeah. I was like, I hear you.
Yeah, like...
I think I'm going to have to be forced by someone to watch it. I'm not going to spend my own precious note. I'm going to have to be forced into it.
Because it was
and I'll be like, yeah, fine.
Period in between. I was like, it's cool. I've moved on. I've actually moved on. I've not done so much. I went to YouTube to know what happens in the future. I was like, cool.
Exactly.
And I moved on.
Literally. Like, I get it now. Like, I know what's happened.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Done.
But, yeah, to YouTube.
That and Twitter.
I wasn't on Twitter like that during the Attack on Titan period, though.
Oh. Peak. Oh, them were the days.
What's that one? Promised Neverland?
It was still owned by Jack. And I used to call out Jack every time.
Promised Neverland.
Oh, season 2, trash.
But season 1 had us
hooked. I think we finished it.
No. We had a whole Tesco run.
It wasn't a test.
A Tesco run.
Oh, Tesco run.
We went to Tesco at 11 o'clock to buy snacks.
Oh, right, yeah.
And energy drinks. So we could stay up and finish it.
I swear that was exam period as well.
It really was. But we said, fuck it all. For that one show, 12 episodes of pure
I've never seen a couple of self-sabotages in my entire life than I have.
I think what you mean. We passed.
Because we did. Flying colours as well. I don't know how that happened.
We're high achievers.
We started Game of Thrones and finished Game of Thrones during the exam period.
There was enjoyment.
We also went clubbing.
Every Wednesdays and Fridays.
We squeezed that in there somehow. We finished we literally went from clubbing to the library, straight from the library, right to the exam hall. No rest and no sleep. Till today, that was the most reckless thing. And not once did I fall asleep, because right after...
We crashed.
No, not immediately after.
When did we crash?
I don't know when, because I think that was one of the last exams we had. Because I had corporate finance.
I also had corporate finance. We
had corporate finance, right? So I was high on... Well, I think it was the last exam, wasn't it? Was it the last exam? Because I remember
my last exam was macro.
What, macroeconomics? So I think maybe it was one of my last ones then. Because I remember...
I think your last one's reporting.
What, financial reporting? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, my last one was macro. Yours was financial reporting. That was the only two differences. Because I think yours was at 9 a.m, mine was at 11 a.m, and then we met after our exam periods.
That makes a lot of sense if financial reporting was my last exam. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
I saw my result and I said, yeah, that tracks.
I did well at macro, actually.
No. I did well. But I didn't do well.
Okay, I hear it.
Does that make sense? Like, I got like 60 something. So I was looking, I said, really? Reporting? And so I said, that tracks.
Yeah, your last exam was financial reporting, mine was macro.
I remember my reporting exam because it was done out, not like in one of the ones, the buildings I was familiar with. It was done in one of the older buildings that I'd never been to as well. Yeah, I also remember my corporate finance exams.
I like corporate finance.
It was in the building in front of the library. You know, that weird one. The one in front of the art one. I've never been there in my entire life. I think we had anime club in there once.
Anime club. You know what? I want a reformation of all anime clubs. I think they need to reform it somehow.
Yeah. You guys need to do a rebranding.
We do.
Especially with the rise of anime. I think like unis it needs to become priority. Right? It needs more funding. You guys need to do games night. You guys need to do like a lot more. Because you guys are popular now. You're the popular kids. Act like it, yeah?
We weren't the popular kids before.
No, we weren't.
And I bet even now we're still not. I think we just made it into like normalcy. Like being like the normal people.
No, we're the popular kids. Everybody wants to be us. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
Of course not. They're still calling us weirdos online. However,
Are they really?
I'd say so. Not like weirdos, not weirdos. They're calling us like nerds and whatever still.
But I still claim that as part of my personality.
I think I was watching something recently about like the difference between like a geek and a nerd, and I was like, I can't be asked. I don't think I'm either. Because like I don't like things to the point of obsession.
I sometimes do.
I don't think I ever have.
I sometimes do. Like if I like something so much, I will go to the ends to find out everything I can possibly do. Like with the current anime, I told you I had to buy the manga. And as soon as I finish the manga, I promise you, I'm going to go to the mangaka's page and see if I can find a similar story to the one I have.
Really?
It gets that bad for me sometimes.
Yeah, no,
I love something so much, best believe.
I just move on to something else.
No, I can't let go. Like, remember we always talk about Sleep Beats?
Yeah.
She can't let go. I can't let go.
This is a PSA to the mangaka of Skip Beat. Finish it. Finish it. Thank you very much. That's all I have. Because please, I'm begging you. please. I'm begging you. Finish it. She cannot be doing come on every time. Finish it.
She's moved on from that, you
know? I know, but finish it, my dear. I love you. Finish it. Let's know the end. Maybe I've just not gone back to like, because it's been a while. It's been I think a year.
She's moved on from
or a couple.
Like she knows that Ren.
She does.
Yeah.
But I mean, the mangaka needs to move on.
Okay.
We need to finish it now, and then we need a resurgence, of people liking it, and then we need a new anime.
Complete anime, please.
Complete, please. To the animation house.
You know, why did you
do that? Why did you do that? That's why I have trust issues. I can't trust it. You be constantly everything up and down. Why? The Nigerian anime is coming out.
It's like Fruit Basket. They didn't finish it, and then they came back. I don't know when they came back. The recent one.
Yeah, the new one.
They followed the manga, and I was like, what a breath of fresh air. Like I don't mind the resurgence of like redoing animes, like the way they're doing that, as long as they follow the art piece.
They did that with Fullmetal Alchemist, didn't they?
Well, it was Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Brotherhood, yeah.
Yeah. Like when they, like I get it. At the time, the manga was still going, so they had to, when the manga was finished, they were like, cool, we're gonna redo it and follow the manga. It made perfect sense. So much so, I didn't even watch Fullmetal Alchemist. I just went straight to Brotherhood.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely watched Fullmetal Alchemist. I'm not traumatized or anything. They were both quite deep, but I think because when I watched Fullmetal Alchemist, I'd never heard of it.
Okay.
And so I also wasn't really a manga head or anything. So I just watched it and took it as the main story. And then Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood came out and I was like,
what's the difference?
Oh, yeah. I was like, is this like a new one? Apparently, but it wasn't, obviously. So I watched that, and that literally became one of my favorite animes of all time.
Sense. The storyline makes sense.
Yeah. However, I would say I prefer the envy in the first one.
I hear
and it. Lust. I liked both of them. I liked both of the lusts separately, but I liked both of them. Wrath, however, obviously was different. The ending is completely different. But yeah, I think you should definitely watch Fullmetal Alchemist.
You see, I'm watching at least 5 animes right now in rotation.
No, that's
apart
fair,
from One Piece, which I watch when I go to the gym. It's like a staple of mine now.
Excuse me.
Did I tell you about the Whisper? You can hear everything.
No, it's the biped, isn't it?
Exactly. Hear everything. Don't be shy.
The thing is, like on the thing, you can see like the green thing, and I burped and I saw the green thing, and horror.
That's why I told you, even when you whisper, I can hear it clear as day.
Apologies in advance about the noises and the drinking and the everything. We're currently drinking a sparkling wine, so there's a lot of bubbles.
FMR.
It's a great. I know. I would obviously 100% cut this out. That is fucking disgusting.
Oh. It's when they used to like for those who used to watch me at After 7, they were like, I'm gonna clap here, Brent.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, we're gonna clap. Because like, you know what, yeah. Because obviously I started editing ours, it's because like when you do a clap, I'll do a clap. The waves on the thing spikes up. So it's very noticeable when you're looking at like the yeah. That's why.
And then you know. a few minutes later, they've had a conversation and they've clapped.
Yeah. They've had a whole last conversation and then they're coming back.
Yeah. And they have to clap back in. I was like, fuck, what did I miss? But
I know, and I always wanted to know whether we're always talking about...
Meet Us After 7 was fantastic. No. Fantastic!
Peak. Reduce it.
The joy. It brought me joy. No. The joy I had each and every week. So much so.
Every week.
When it finished, I went back to the beginning.
I was so sad.
I went back to the beginning.
We never got to go to a live show.
I know.
And like we wanted to go to the last one, but like we weren't able to for like whatever reason.
Didn't line up that week.
Oh, I was so upset. It was such a shame.
No, actually, no. Our schedules did line up, but it was on a Sunday, and I couldn't get a day off on Monday.
Oh right, yeah. And I started this one.
No, you hadn't started this one yet.
So what was I doing?
You were still working in London.
Was I working in London? Oh la la. Did I have an excuse to not go?
I don't know, but I know because it was literally because they at the time their live show was on Sunday, and for me to get back to where I used to live was a journey, and I couldn't get the day off.
Journey. Maybe like mine was still new at the time. Like my London job was still new at the time. Maybe.
Probably.
Okay, but yeah, it was such a shame.
But this is a note to all podcasters. Why Sundays?
Yeah.
Why Sundays?
All of them as well. All of them.
I mean, the last one I watched was just luckily happened at Bank Holiday weekend. If not, even that I missed.
Oh, right. Yeah. The one we went to in May. Yeah, that is so true. That was Bank Holiday, and that was why we were able to go. Otherwise, Sunday. Please, I have work the next day.
We understand it's the cheapest day to host your things. But please, some of us have to travel. We have to travel.
And we can't take month end off.
No, we're corporate girlies.
The beginning of the month and the end of the month is a no-go for us. So, somewhere in the middle, thank you very much.
Getting to my manager could even allow me that time off. She'd just look at me and she would laugh in my face.
What a shame. Okay, so Isekai, all in all, it's great. We do need more, but calm down.
Yeah, but you need to just find your niche in Isekai.
Absolutely.
To get into it.
But yeah, it's definitely a good genre, and I'm hoping they don't overdo it as well. But they get into the point where they are kind of overdoing a little bit. Also the fan service is reduce it. Small. Just dial it down a bit. It's a bit too much. Unless you want to equate the fan service.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not really fan service to us.
Maybe that's why.
It's just like, why are you in my face?
Yeah. Maybe that's why.
Why are you in my face?
I mean, I do like boobies, but not like that.
I hear it, but
not like that.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, like it's a bit much.
Yeah, do it tastefully.
Yeah, and there was that one. What was that Demon Lord one? That one that I came across. I said no. No.
Nah, I remember the day I came back at 10 o'clock. You said, "Babe, I've had a day."
I said, "I've had enough. We're not doing this anymore." Oh, Tanya's another good isekai.
Is it the one that was a harem and they were like, "This is too much"?
Is it? I think he was building up to having a